Very, very good afternoon, Excellency Ambassador Ahmad Latif, distinguished excellencies, and other participants we have here today. As Ambassador just mentioned, we are very delighted that you have decided to meet us, join this webinar. And first of all, let me thank Ambassador Latif and his team for working this out. Very well organized one, and I'm so happy that I get to say a few words today regarding the uh, wonderful investment opportunities in the Maldives. But before I do that, let me just brief you a little bit about how far we have come in the couple of months, last couple of year or so, since we opened our border. Maldives tourism is everything. When tourism stops, Maldives stops. And we closed our border on 27th March, and then things started going very bad. And we had to open the borders on 15th July. The president made that bold decision to open the borders of the Maldives while the whole world was closing, because we don't have our domestic economy and we need the tourism. So President, His Excellency Ibrahim Mutsoli, had a consultation with all the stakeholders and made the decision while the world was closing, Maldives decided to open for tourism. And that was a very good decision we see today. So after the opening, we slowly started getting the numbers. First month, it was under 1,000. But by the time we finished the year, we made uh, our initial forecasts shoot off. We initially forecasted just 100,000 tourists after the border opening, but we got more than 150,000 tourists after the border opening. Then, as we were finishing, we won the world's leading destination award by the World Travel Awards for the first time. Also, 2020 was termed by the CNN, the Maldives was classed as the tourism international success story of 2020. So all these good things happened. Why? Because we were working together. First, to manage the pandemic, we had a wholesome approach where the whole of government, whole of industry, whole of health sector, whole of DIPCO, the foreign services, the health sector and their volunteers, everyone was engaged. The local councils were engaged. Other authorities were engaged. We introduced our loyalty program, Maldives Border Mile. So with all these things and with having our uh, we received also World Tourism and Travel Council's safety stamp. And we welcomed 2021 with very high hopes for the year. Initially, we targeted 1 million tourists, but now what? We have revised the target for 1.5 million tourists. During the pandemic, the stay also has become longer. That's also very good. So we are targeting for 2021, 10 million bed nights. That's just equivalent um, to 2019 figures. The whole, the total protocol for tourism reopening in the Maldives, the government had a formula whereby we gave maximum safety for tourist staff and the public with minimum inconvenience. So now we have revised the figures after vaccine rollout. It's good. The future looks good. The tourism sector employees are getting vaccinated, and tourists are loving the Maldives. You can see Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, and people are really happy that Maldives is open and people had a breather. Our geography really helped. So as we celebrate 2021, as we mark 2021 as the year of investment, we are very confident that Maldives is back on track. That's why we wanted to meet you and we want to show you the investment opportunities we have in the Maldives. Today, as Ambassador Latif mentioned, we have got a very good presentation on investment opportunities in the Maldives. But just a few pointers. The investment, the foreign investment for the tourism sector is very popular because it has given a very good return. Then this year also we have brought a lot of changes to the legislation to give more confidence to the foreign investors. Particularly what I notice is the engagement from tourism ministry and our foreign offices in engaging, giving information about the investment opportunities in the Maldives. This is a very clear example of the engagement that foreign officers are having. While I was the ambassador at Singapore, we had small events like this, but not something as organized as this. So I thank the foreign team today, Hariji team today, especially for the German one, of course, Malaysia also, Singapore also, other embassies are holding webinars with us, doing this, doing a lot of work to tell you the opportunities we have. Now, with regard to how we are working on, normally it's big resorts that have the opportunity. But again, we have brought a very big change where you can invest even in smaller projects. Lots of $1 million makes $100 million. So there are many opportunities for you to invest in the Maldives. I will be more than happy to answer any question you may have, and tourism ministry team and our colleagues are waiting here to give the answers as you may have. And also, after this webinar, we want to be engaged with you. It's not a one-off thing. This is a start of a dialogue that we want to take it to a point where we close business transactions. We want to be a bridger between the people who have to sell things and the buyers. And we will work with you. Once again, I wish to thank everyone who is engaged in organizing this webinar. Tourism Ministry team also has been working very hard with the German embassy, Maldives embassy, and organizing this one. Of course, I have few colleagues. I can't tell you by name because there are so many of you. I particularly missed. I know that Italian honorary consul is here. We will perhaps meet up later. Words. I'm sorry. I was under quarantine. I was abroad when you were here, but now we meet, and the other colleagues from different parts of the world. Thank you for joining us today, and wish you a very informative session ahead. And we are here to answer your questions. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.